Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Hello, hello. Here she is. She is, I don't know, she must know what time it is. She's here every Sunday. I turn on the lights, I set up, and she comes out of her bed. Now she's gone. There, she's had enough. Okay, let me just, oh my goodness, Layla, not that way, please. Okay. You can go now. I've got the tea. Phew, okay. That was that. Yes, she sure does know when it's showtime. And she, she was here. She's been seen. That's enough. Now she's going to go back to her bed. Oh my goodness. Cats, eh? Well, everyone, good afternoon, good morning. Some of you are evening, some of you are, early morning. So it's great to have you all. And, I'm looking there at the names, and I say this every week, but it's so heartwarming to see all the same names appear time and time again. Thank you, everyone, for being there, for, joining me on my journey of crochet that we're all doing together. Yes, Beth. So she's wearing her Woodbury Castle shawl, and she shouted from the living room when I was getting ready, make sure you wear your Woodbury Castle shawl too. So hence, yeah. I can't refuse, can I? So then she said yes, and the Claire shawl, she wanted it draped over the back of her sofa. Look. Yeah. She's got these ideas. I mean, it's unbelievable. Oh, are you? Well, I'm sure it should be fine. Everything is plugged in. Oh wow, Olive, that's very good. If you found a granny square blanket like that. Aha! So, first of all, hello everyone. And second of all, have you got your envelopes? Now, I hope that you are on some sort of device that you can also go to Facebook and post a picture there. Oh, hi, Waleska. Thank you for joining. Jacandra, hello, hello. Susan, hello. Everybody's here. So, go and post it in the Facebook group from now on, basically. In a few moments, I am going to go and open my phone and have a look, see if you've got some there. But thank you, Barbara. Thank you. Yes, I mean, start posting your pictures of your piece of paper, of your envelope, in the Facebook group, please. Okay. Now, I realize that mystery cals are not for everybody. Okay. Mystery cals are not done everywhere. I have a channel and I like to do things that I like, because what else am I going to do, right? And I'm hoping that I make my channel lovely and nice for all of you. So yes, I like mystery cals. I like teasing. I like teasing you all. So, the mystery cal is like, perfect opportunity for teasing. So, obviously, I am going to do a mystery cal so that I can tease all of you, right? So, I'm sorry sorry if you don't like teasing. I'm sorry if you don't like the mystery. But, you know, you're with me. You're my fan. You have subscribed to my channel. You're there. You're in the group. There must be something that you're liking. So, there we go. Okay. Now, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. So, don't worry. It's not going to last forever. You know? It's just fun. Yes, indeed, Beth. It's fun. It's an okay. So we all do crochet, right? A cal is a great way to do crochet. It's a fun way to do crochet. But that's a level on top of the crochet, right? But I'm putting an extra level on. I'm putting the mystery. Now think about it, right? Think about it. If you count the time, the overall time that I can tease you and that I can tell you about it without letting you know what it is, and that you don't know what this is, right? That time is going to be so much shorter than than the time that you know what it is. Do you see what I mean? The time that you don't know what it is, that you don't know what you're making, that you are still, you know, wondering what the mystery is, lasts much, much shorter than the time afterwards when you do know what it is. So what is the, you know, it's just such fun. It's just, and people have been having great fun because, you know, because even their families, their husbands, their children have been joining in, you know, sort of giggling because they didn't know, you know, what are you making? Oh, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Can you imagine the conversations? Do you know what I mean? You know, so, and yes, your husband has 3 ideas as well. Look, you know, so they're all taking part. They're all having a laugh, thinking, what do you mean you don't know what you're making? Oh, I know what you'll make. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I know. Yes, Brianna, that's the thing. I know that there's so many people who love it and who are loving the process that we're doing, and who are so appreciative of the work I've put into it and everything like that, right? But it's those few comments, and they stick in your head, you know. And I try not to get hung up about those. I try not to sort of remember those, but there you go, you do. Oh wow, Bridget, that's wonderful. You know, people at her office have even been wondering what she's making. You know? Yes, indeed, Ingrid. It is trusting me. I know, but you know, what are you trusting me with? A pack of yarn and a hobby. You know, it's not life saving, or it's not, you know, it's not life threatening, right? It's a fun thing. Let me tease you for those couple of weeks. Indeed, Corinne, indeed. It was, you know, I tell you basically everything about a project. You know, I tell you whether it's mystery, if it's difficult. Well, obviously I couldn't tell you too much, but it is squares and it is lines. So do you know what I mean? If you don't like squares, I'm sorry, but there will be some rows, some lines as well. And also, I haven't even counted the amount of squares in the project. The testers didn't even count the number of squares that they had to do. So they did it. They enjoyed doing it. It was broken up in manageable pieces every week. Yes, you had to do squares, but not too many. Do you see what I mean? So You know, I don't know how many squares there are in there, but it was great fun making it, and the testers felt the same. Thank you, Penny. Yes, of course. Yeah, I hope anyway, I have pleased everyone, you know, the majority of people. And yes, I mean, I understand people are maybe hesitating because obviously it's not as straightforward. There was something in the bag, you know, the webbing that made it different. And it is a special thing that you can add to something that's normal. So there are two options. If you don't like the special thing, which is the bag, you can leave that out. But wait, okay, wait and wait. Yes, I know the colors. I love the colors, and I think everybody loved the colors. And you know, yeah, see, the thing is, okay, I have to say this, okay? The testers are too good. They are just too good. They never question things. They never sort of said, but Anja, are you sure? Yes, they got a few mistakes out of the pattern, you know, where I've written something wrong or a wrong number or something like that. But do you know what I mean? They were like, yep. And I'm like, and now everybody's like, but, and how, and why, and this and that. And I don't like squares, but the testers, they just did it. They did it exactly the same as you guys. They did not know what they were making. Beth, indeed. I only worked with the squares for that week. I never went and added them all up because why? You know? I know, Jenna, I know. But there we go, you know? So then there's nobody who can say that I didn't think about all those things. And no, Jenna, I'm not justifying it. I'm saying what I am trying to say is I'm trying to choose my words carefully here because yes, those lovely comments, you know, of people loving it, they're great. But those comments of people sort of a bit moany, they do stick in your head. And, you know, I knew this was going to happen because it's a risk. I am risking something here. I am doing a mystery cal. Not everybody's going to like it. But if you don't like it, or if you don't like what you see that's happening, then just stop doing it. Stop doing it. Think about it. Wait for it to finish. And then, you know, I did a cal like that once. And I know what it's like. So I did a drops cal. Yes, Suzanne, thank you. I once did a drops cal and I stopped midway because I didn't, it was a bit fiddly and I didn't think I was going to use it. So I just left it. I put it in a bag and guess what? 2 years later, I turned it into a poncho and I was really happy with it. And I've worn it so much, you know? So there we go. Okay, I'm not going to justify it anymore. Okay, guys, I'm going to listen to you. People who are saying, I'm not going to justify it anymore. I'm happy with what's happening. The majority are liking it, and that's fine, you know? Most of you like it. You all love it. And we are going to... Yes. I know, Corinne, I know. No, I'm not going to... That's it. Right. I hope you've all had fun. The testers had fun making it. I had fun making it. I just wanted to say that when I show the project later on, you will notice some color changes because I made an amendment for the colors, because some testers also ran out of colors of a color, but I adjusted towards you, and the fourth tester did not run out of colors. So, there we go. Yes, I said it again. Yes, Paula, I nearly said it again. But there we go. I think I've done really well keeping it a secret, because before this, there's still a lot of people who are trying to, work out what it is. And I think I am, I think I've done well. To think we've done this for so many weeks, right? So many weeks. Oh, I'm seeing some lovely, lovely comments. Let me go to the group. A wall hanging. Okay. Okay, Ingrid. Okay. Kathy? Yeah. People are getting it. Yeah. I love a mystery. A toad. Thing is, 14 balls of yarn is... No. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? It's lovely reading this. Het wordt een tas, denk ik. Oh, Minu's great. Wonderful. Hubby says it's a blanket. Hubby? A tote bag. A poncho. Well, we already made a poncho a couple of years ago, so... Do you know what? People are guessing it. It's wonderful. It's really... These guesses are brilliant. Lovely. It's really, really nice. So I'm sure that you've tried to put it together and everything. And of course, it is a blanket, right? It's a blanket, but how does it go together? And I had this idea for a long time, a really, really long time. And I had this, my mum, years and years ago, before my children were born, so more than 20 years ago, she gave me what she called a picnic blanket. And it was something that she got via a magazine or something, or I don't know what it was. And it had its own pocket on top of the blanket. So it all folded into each other. And I still have those blankets. There was two, actually. I still have those blankets. And I really, really loved the idea. Oh, Jacinta, fabulous. I really, really love that idea. So, fast forward to last sort of September, October time, when I started thinking about a new cowl, I thought, I've got a layout in my head, but I really want to incorporate the fold into bag. And of course, I then sort of think, how can I do it in weekly episodes, because that's how you have to think about it. But then I stopped thinking about it because I started another idea, and I started another cowl, and I wrote and I made another cowl, and we tested another cowl, and then we didn't do it because we went back to the bag blanket thing, because I couldn't go and film for the other cowl with lockdown and everything. So I had to work out all the ideas that I had, and yes, indeed, it became a mystery cal because I just could not resist the teasing. And I was like, we're going to do it. Yes, there is another cal waiting. Yeah. So I am slowly but surely, now that this one is coming to an end, I am going to pick that one up again, and we are doing another cal this year. That's fine. Don't worry about being team, team snail or team, what did we say? Jaguar or something like that. So yes, there is method to my madness. Okay. There is a reason why I put that webbing in, of course. And there is a reason why one flower is inside and one flower is outside. I will, and the way I sort of, it's really funny because I didn't see in January when I posted the Ophelia square, I didn't know we were going to do this cal that soon. And also I didn't know I was going to use that square for it. So, yeah, exactly, Amy. That's true. That is perfect. That's very, very true. There is only team crochet. That's very, very right. So whenever you finish, I don't mind. The videos will stay on the channel. The pattern will stay on the channel. Also, there will be a written pattern that comes out this week that you can purchase from the website if you want to hear. Oh, yeah, Jacqueline, it's not a misunderstanding. It's not a misunderstanding. The video was very clear and correct. So don't worry about that. Okay. It says in the pattern as well to put the flowers like that. So, what was I going to say? Yes. So the pattern is coming out this week and it's all going to be there for you to make it. But there is something going to change. Okay, so you now have had the privilege of doing this as a mystery cal. We know this project as the mystery cal, but the mystery cal was now. Okay. Yes, exactly, Corinne. It has a name, but I am going to change something in the pattern. So I can't get hold, or I can't keep getting hold of webbing. The amount of webbing that I bought, I had to get it ordered specially in, and I can't get it anymore. So I have decided to take out the webbing, put in more meadow. So next week, no, not next week. I'll tell you in a moment which videos are coming out next week. But the week after next week, I've made a video on how to make your own webbing. So you won't have the strap. You can buy it, of course. You can make it in fabric or you can crochet it. So I'm giving you the 3 options there to make your own webbing. So that will go in with the cal videos so that so that you can make it with the bag and then make your own strap. Or you can make it, and this is how it will be also written in the pattern. You can make it as without the bag, and you'll just have a flat. I'm not saying it. I didn't say it, did I? I didn't say it. I'm going to show you it in a moment. I will show you. I'll hold it up and I'll show you. Okay. So you can use it as a bedspread, of course. You don't have to use it for, as I said, but there is going to be a new name for it, and then it will be sold under that name, but it won't be the same. So you who have now bought the I think we've got 4 left, and that's it. Who have bought the mystery cal pack, that's 4 more and that's done. Then it's no longer the mystery cal pack. Then it will be a different pack with the 15 balls, but not, thank you, Vicky, but not the webbing. Oh my goodness. Not the webbing. Okay, so I'm just making sure that I don't forget to say anything here. So next week, I don't want to keep you waiting. Okay, so normally we have the weekly episode on a Friday. Thank you, Life and Stitches. I'm going to give you the last video of the assembly, and I know I split it in two, but it was a lot more teasing if I did split it in two. But no, I mean, it made sense that, otherwise it would be just too confusing. So now you've got one part done, and then on Wednesday, you will get the whole assembly. Okay, so Wednesday, you will have the whole assembly and you will see and know how to assemble all of it. So there are 3 parts left to the assembly. The first part has many bits to it, but I hope it's clear. It should be clear. The testers, I mean, like I said, they're too good, right? I wrote that assembly pattern, the instructions for the assembly. I sent it to them and I thought, okay, maybe it needs some more work, but we'll see what comes back. And they just did it. The next day there was, assembled bits. So, Bridget, I've got some if you come to Exmouth. So the first part is putting it all together. Then number 4 is optional. And optional, yes, there is going to be confusion. Don't worry, Amy. Number 4 is optional. In case you didn't believe me with the flowers, you can do something about that. If you have done the flowers differently, the one inside, the one outside, you can do something to it so that there is, a way for you to rectify that or add extra flowers. You can do that. Yes, I mean, Julie, indeed. Obviously, the testers did all this without the videos. And do you know what I mean? I think the videos confuse people. I don't know. And then so that was part 4, which is optional. And then part 5 is absolutely compulsory. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you have got to do it. Okay. And there's an other reason for that, which will become clear only in a few weeks or even a few months. So please, please, please make sure you do number 5 and document it. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh my goodness. Yes, part 5 is certainly a must. And, I'm going to have another look. See if people have put more posts up with what they think it is. Oh, that's the same ones. Oh. Okay. Yeah. A granny cardigan. Yeah. Do you know, I think it was Zoe who said at one point, I think it's a kimono. She put it together with the sleeves and the week 1 and 2 as her back, and then week 3 as the sleeves, and then week 4 at the bottom of So yeah, beach picnic blanket folding into its own bag or pocket. Louise. Okay. Oh my goodness. There's Amy. How many times? How many envelopes did you write? Yeah, blanket in a black bag, some sort of bag with a blanket, bolster cushion. Bolster cushion? No idea. Oh. Yes, Zoe even sort of put it together, not put it together, but sort of laid it out. Yes, exactly, Penny. That is something I did as well by accident. I unraveled some of the webbing, and you can use that thread. So, Bridget, you could use some thread from the webbing if you have enough. Yes, of course. Yes, yes, please. If you've just arrived, please post a picture of your note that you put in your envelope. And oh, Teresa, why don't you put it together as a kimono if you can? Yeah, but obviously, if it's something that you're going to wear like that, it might be better to have a different kind of yarn. But line it if you want, and then you're fine. Yes, so Christine used fishing line, and at that point I didn't realize you could unravel some of the yes, you can put a picture, Sita. You could unravel some of the webbing. So do Bridget, do try and unravel some of the webbing if you wanted to use the same color. That would be a great solution to your problem of having to get the thread. Right, let me go and have another look. Because this is fun. This is great fun. Okay, I've got to refresh. Do you see how I'm stalling? I am stalling, aren't I? Beach bag. No clue. Oh, it's the same ones. Oh, is there more? I love to craft. Oh, I'm showing you in a moment. I'm showing you in a moment. So in a moment, I will show you the blanket. I said it again. I can now. I can. I've designed it. I can say it. Yes. Yeah. So, like I said, I love that idea of a blanket that folds away neatly. And I actually made a mock-up. So I got one of the blankets out, made a big square, put it on, and it worked. So I was so happy that that worked. And this one, this granny square pouch. What's the little project by your granny square pouch? This. Is it this? And I I lost my train of thought then. In front of it, that's my sorry, I'm reading and I'm trying to think. Yes, so I wanted something that would the way that mock-up folded into each other was so neat. And then, of course, I went online. I went to Pinterest, and I sort of typed in blanket in a bag, blanket bag. And do you know what? They weren't the way I thought they would be. The square or the amount that they put the bag, that they put on top for the bag was never like nicely integrated. So I thought, hang on a minute, I can do that better. That's my idea. I can make it so that they have to make things. And also, you know, when you made those 5 squares, was that confusing at all? You know, because obviously, if you think about it, there are, you know, 4 squares in a. Do you know what I mean? So, yes, Amy, I can be very sneaky. Actually, look at how sneaky I am. Ta-da! She's been there all the time. She's been there all the time. Honestly. Let me put this a bit further away so she might be in the picture a bit more. There we go. Look at that. Can I move a bit so she's in there? She's there all the time. Yes. Yes. So the 5th square. Yes, indeed, Ingrid. It was a blanket puzzle. So the 5th square was indeed for the bag. And now, yes, we have made the bag. So I'm hoping that you will have, you know, that you will have, because obviously, if you are making it the way I am suggesting, then you will have had, then you will have to have made the bag first before you actually assemble, right? So Wednesday, assembly. Friday, lookbook. Yes, of course, I was going to do, you know, I always do a lookbook beforehand, but now I wasn't going to do that and give it all away. Look at how much fun we've had. So Friday, lookbook. And I have to say, yes, we used it the way I'm hoping it will be used. And we had great fun. We had such fun. So hopefully, now, darlings, you know what a tease I am. There's going to be a surprise in the lookbook. Yes! There's going to be a new project in the lookbook. Exactly, Janie. Exactly. It is so tidy. Okay. First of all, yes, sorry. I'm sorry. People are talking about this. So this is where I keep my hooks and my scissors and stuff. This is just, I've used this for years and yeah. Okay. Just so that I'm caught up with questions there. And yes, this is my pouch that I made weeks ago. And at the moment, I've got my pens in there for writing. See? Because, of course, I have been writing my list of what I'm supposed to be saying here during the live. Right. Oh, yes. Before I show you the mystery cal, it's the 1st of June in 2 days. Okay. Yes, Amy, there will be a new crochet project in the lookbook. Yay! Ingrid, I'm practicing. I'm getting better. Of course. Practice, practice, practice. And what happens when you practice? You get better. I practice a lot at crochet. I'm hoping I'm getting better. And I practice a lot at teasing. I'm the... Hang on. Wait. I'm the queen of tease. Oh my goodness. Okay, right, Layla. Yeah, I'll hold the tea. Come on, what's wrong? Why can't you get through there? Ah, something else in the way. Okay, right. I now have my hands full, honestly. Okay, so I just want to say before I show you the mystery cowl, okay, I'm going to tell you that on Tuesday it's the 1st of June, and so the June pack will come out. Okay, I will obviously it will be available on the website from the 1st of June, but I'm not going to show you tonight because I want to keep it all together. So let me just put that on Sunday, I will show you the June pack, and also, of course, I am making a project with it. I really wanted you to see a project, and I'm trying to make something. I'm hoping that my concept works, so then I will be able to post that sort of soon after, sort of towards the week after. Okay, so on Sunday we'll talk about the June pack. Okay, without further ado, peeps, can I see some thumbs up, please? In the video, underneath the video, I would like to see a few more thumbs up, and then I will show you the blanket. She's teasing again. It is a blanket, yes, but very importantly, it is a blanket in a bag with a strap that you can carry, so that if you go on all those summer picnics, you can easily take it with you. Okay, so here is the strap, and here is the project. So you have made this bag already, haven't you? But yours is empty. Mine is full of blanket. It's all connected. And of course, this one is the flower on the outside of the bag to make it pretty. This one, of course, doesn't have a flower because this one will hang against your side, and you don't want a flower rubbing against your side, and you don't need it there, you see? So that's why I didn't put a flower there. Why is the flower then on the inside? Because of course, when you unravel it, all the squares are going to have a flower sticking up. Okay. Shall I open it? Look how neat. So this is the blanket attached to the bag, and this is where you can get into it. Look, see? Look, there's the flower. And you could even put, like, you know, your phone, sunglasses, tissues, mask. You can put all kinds of things in here because it will take a small amount, a little object, you know, like your phone. There we go. See? It's very, I have to say, we use it. It's so convenient. If you when you have your hands full of your picnic stuff, yes, yes, Bridget, there will be a video coming out on how to fold it, right? I will do. It's all being made at the moment, and also the testers blankets will be shown as well, and in that video I will show you how to fold it. So you open it up and it all comes out. Look, hang on, yeah, I've got to see, it all comes out, and then this folds inside out, and then on the bottom you don't have the flower. And then on the front, you have the flower and the bag. Look. So it's a square blanket, and in one corner, you have the bag. So while you're having your picnic, you can have this and you tuck this in. And while you're having your picnic, I put my sunglasses and my car keys and my phone in there, away from the sun, hidden away safely. And it was so convenient. I knew where everything was. We were able to, sit on the middle and have our food. I really, really loved it. It's a square. Yeah. It's a square blanket, and it's so nice. There's no border. So if you don't want the bag, or if you want it as a bedspread, then you just leave off the 5th square and just assemble it normally. Assemble this part the way you do this, and then use up the remainder of the yarn for going round the whole thing with dainty clusters. See? So, I've thought of all kinds of situations here. But I want to put it up, but I can't hold it up. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Right. Okay, Maria. Oh, there's some grass came out. Look. Some moss. Yes, I mean, there's more. I mean, we had a picnic on here. It was really lovely. It was big enough for the 2 of us, and all the food as well. And yes, thank you, Rafaela. If you, Jenna, I read your thoughts. Jenna said, I wished I had a pouch for my phone, so, it's protected from the sun. Exactly why I would put my phone in here as well. I do the same thing. And also, car keys, you can sort of put them around here so they can't get away. You can put, car keys, tissues, all kinds of things that you need. Put them in there while you're having your picnic, and then you always know where to locate them, and they don't get sort of put in between all the food, or even if you have a bag for rubbish, in the rubbish bag, But yeah, I really, really loved making it. We had a few ups and downs as usual, but it's been, we had, it's sort of, it's done around a theme. So all the flowers, all the dainty rows, I thought it was lovely just to make it look like it was flowers, make it look like it's fields of flowers, abundance, posies of flowers, a small bouquet of flowers. And of course, I'm still so happy with the 3D of this. When I came to this side on these, I thought, how can I make them special, And these, of course, Sharon, you can do with the webbing whatever you want. If you want to make this into a flat blanket, that's fine. And then keep the webbing for another project. I am working on something for a small bag with webbing for in a couple of weeks, but I don't know whether I'm going to pursue it. But there again, that would be a good idea for for using up the webbing. But keep it, and certainly, I mean, I love webbing. I'll admit it. I love webbing. I've got plenty of it, you know, different types of webbing. And whenever I make a bag, I use it. So, you know, make this separate if you want to, but then of course you might not have enough yarn, or just make a bag with the webbing and make a flat blanket as well. Make it separate. You can do that. But you know, Claudia, see there, everybody's coming up with all kind. Yeah, nice excuse to have a picnic. Claudia says, Emma, maybe it's her daughter, she wants the blanket, so she'll make she wants the bag, so she's going to give the bag to her, maybe, I don't know who Emma is, her daughter, and then she's keeping the blanket. Perfect. See, 2 projects for the price of 1. Yes, yeah. This, of course, is stronger than using yarn, but I have a video coming out on next week, Wednesday. So not this week, the week after. And that will give you 3 possibilities of making a strap, even in crochet, which is just as strong as this. Okay, so it can be done. Benedict! She thought we were making summer shorts and a matching shirt. Yeah. So if you wanted to make the bags, I mean, to be honest, it's a good bag. It's a really nice bag. So the way the bag doesn't sag as much because you've put that webbing all along the side is magic. That's what I tried out with my mock-up, you see. I thought, but the sagginess, right? So that was one of the things that was playing in my mind. And of course, the quickest way for me was to just take a blanket that I had and put an extra square on. So I made a square really quickly, and then I just attached it the way I did with this, with the strap, and it didn't sag, and it folded in so neatly. Yeah, I mean, you've seen it earlier. It is so neat. When it's folded up, I'm not going to be able to show you, but there will be a video for it, okay? And I'm not going to be able to do it nicely now. You really need to. Oh my goodness, there's so much grass in there. It has been used, yes. Yesterday I used it. Okay, now I'm getting myself confused. Okay, I can't do this unless I'm actually standing up. But let's try again. Okay, that one, and now I need to have the rest fold over as well. And it is easy to do this, you know, folding up. And I have filmed it in a video, which will come out with the testers excerpts of video with their blankets. So they all have given me some footage, and I'm going to put it together. Oh wow, Angel, that's a very good idea. You can see, this is it. There's so many more things that, do you know what I mean? So many more things that you can do with it. If you make the extra effort, if you have extra, thing is, you can get square picnic blankets, quite thin, but on one side they have plastic. So if you buy one that's a plain color, and if it's about the same size as your picnic blanket here, your crochet one, and you put those together, then you'd have a plastic backing, you see. That would make sense. Okay, see, look. Yeah, I folded it differently now than what I did earlier, but look, it's in there. It's nice and neat. And like Janie said, if you're not using the blanket, or if you wanted to do this for a normal blanket, You don't have to put the strap on. You can just have it like this. And then you could have it sitting there looking like a cushion. And then, you know, in the evening, if you feel cold in the sofa and you want a blanket, then what you can do is just take it and unfold it and you've got your blanket. And it's there during the day as a little cushion. Yeah, exactly, Deborah. For a play blanket would be lovely with one of the, oh my goodness, the ideas. Yeah, cushion to blanket. See, you don't need the strap. I mean, I put the strap in to make it special, to tease you a bit more, to, baffle you a bit more. And of course, also, for carrying it. So when you go for your picnic, normally the blanket is like, oh my goodness, do we really have to carry this huge thing, but if the blanket can be put crossbody or even just on your shoulder, you don't have to carry it. You've got it with you, and you can concentrate on on carrying the food, which is very important too. Food. Yes, added the strap to confuse you. Yeah. Indeed, Penny. Indeed, you always end up dropping the blanket. You always end up sort of giving it to a child, maybe, and then they lag behind. And then, where's the blanket? I've been there. I've been in that situation. Or like, you get to the picnic place, and then you say, "Did you bring the blanket?" No. What do you mean, no? No, I left it in the car. Silly situations like that. So, yeah. Okay. Some kind of closure. But I don't think it's necessary because maybe a strap like that. Maybe something over it, like a little tab. But then again, Amy, it depends on how you fold it and where are you going to hide the strap? Where is it going to be located? So you'll have to think about that. But no, I definitely like the idea of this, neat. It's neat, it's tidy, it's tucked away. Plus, if you store it like this in your, wherever it is that you store your crochet blankets, it's much smaller than a normal crochet blanket. Kelly, what backward square? What's the back? There is this one. You mean? Kelly, is it this one that you worried about? There is a solution for that in the pattern. Okay, this is number 4 in the assembly, where I am going to give you the opportunity to make another flower and just crochet it on there. But so so there is, yes, okay, so you can have, there is a solution for that. Okay, so stick with it, do it as prescribed if you want to, and then on Wednesday I will tell you what to do to get rid of this. I'm not worried about it because when I carry it like this, so it hangs with the flower out and with the flat bit against my body. I don't, you're not going to feel the flower, obviously, but also it lies flatter if you have no flower on this side for when you turn it inside out, when it's lying on the floor. Do you get it? It's confusing, but there we go. Oh, thank you, Patty. Thank you. Thank you, Jenna. Thank you. Thank you, Wilma. Thank you. Yes, actually, I think it's going to be a lovely blanket for your bed as well. Thank you, Claudia. Yes. Yes, of course, Ingrid, but please don't wait for that long, okay? Because although we would love to travel to loads of places, you know, there are restrictions at the moment. So do take, if you can, do take it for a picnic, okay? And thank you, Midge. And that is number 5. You know, the one that you have to do compulsory, that I said you have got to do it. When you finish your blanket, take it with you, you know. Take it with you, take it outside, sit down for a while, you know, have something to eat, even if it's, I don't know, and just think about how come you've made this and all the hard work that you've put into it and to make it such a lovely blanket. Okay. Yes, Corinne, great idea. Make it a smaller version for a child, for a doll. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know, I just, so many possibilities. Thank you, Patricia. Well, it's up to them. It's up to them. I designed this, and you know, when you start with beautiful colors, you can't go wrong, can you? I think it's a pattern built around the Ophelia square. It's Benedict. Do you really need to suggest that? Oh, I'm sitting in front of her. Right. It's built around the Ophelia square. Then we have the dainty clusters. Don't you just love the dainty clusters? I love the dainty clusters. I love the dainty clusters. I have dainty clusters in my future, and all of you have as well. Okay. Yes, I hope it's unique, Corinne. I hope it's unique. The way the picnic blanket folds into the bag, the way it's integrated, I hadn't seen that online or whenever I've tried to find it. And I made it look pretty. They did something and it didn't look right. You know, you can put an extra square on, and that does it, obviously. But to have it all nicely integrated, I think that's a bonus, you know. And yes, like Janie said, the cushion to just sit in, you know, just sit there, and it's a blanket, you know. Simply doing, that's perfect. Yes. Yes, okay. If you have used your own stash, perfect. There is a video coming out to show you how to do the strap. So yes, obviously not this week. This week is going to be the assembly. So you'll just have to wait to assemble until, or maybe you can find a strap somewhere in, you know, you can buy them in haberdasheries. So you can buy the straps yourself, you can make a fabric one, or you can crochet one. Or, I mean, I have straps, I have ribbons, you can put all kinds of things on. So, you know, maybe a dainty cluster wearable. We'll see. We'll see. So if you've made it from your own stash, yes, Ingrid, of course. Of course. Yes, you can. You can show it everywhere you want then. Yes, Karen, I know. We've been through a couple of days where but we got there, didn't we? I remember one evening I didn't phone her up, but I messengered Karen and I said, "You've got to come over. You have got to come over. We've got to discuss this." So she came over and we were discussing it with with all the parts and trying to match them up and how many clusters is this and how many clusters is that. And we had parts and I discarded them. I did not like them. So off we went frogging. Karen and I were cutting the yarn. I was not happy. I redid it. She helped me think of some things and then I said no, something else. And then she had some, it was brainstorming. It was that evening. I'll never forget that, Karen. We were like, but it came together in the end, and that's the main thing. So yeah. Exactly. Yes. Use it for your I've got more grass here. Keep it on your furniture. Use it as a go-to blanket when you're there. Yeah. Do you know what? I should have had my I'll show you that next week. I'll show you next week my leftovers. They're a thing to behold. They are. Yes, Karen, I know. You came round quite soon after I finished work, and the whole evening we were, nearly 5 hours we were trying to. And then, of course, because at one point, when I design, I don't put in the ends, right? But at one point, you do have to start putting in the ends because, you're at that stage. And then I changed my mind. Yeah. Scissors were used. Yeah, I know. And the insecurity about, will they like it? And of course, I ran. Yeah, Dirk even looked at it. I was like, do you like it? Do you like? And he was like, men. But no, I mean, Karen's input was so valuable because obviously I had the concept down, I had the things down, but then it was like trying to work out how many clusters there, how many clusters where, how many clusters were there. I'm going to start writing it down. Can you count again? Oh my goodness, the whole evening we were like, then we have to take a row off, then we have to add a row there. Oh my goodness. And then, yes, of course, then we were keeping this a secret from the testers. So they did it as a mystery. And first I was like, if they don't like it, then, what are we going to do? Because obviously, we were sending them the packs of yarn without yes, Iman, it's all online. So the pattern is free on the blog. The videos are free. The pattern will be for sale as well, in a nice version, sort of decorated and everything and checked, triple checked, so yes, it will all stay for free. You can make this without the kit, of course. The kit will still be for sale, and it will be a different name. Let me tell you that in a moment. Where? Yeah, only looking. Yeah, but yeah. And of course, when their packs arrived, they loved the colors, and that was one thing, because I thought, and Karen also, because Karen was in it from the beginning. She loved the colors when I showed them to her. So that was, you know, and then it goes on, and then you think, oh, are they liking it? Are they liking it? And they did. And they, you know, sort of, because every week I was like, any suggestions, any comments? How do you feel about it? Was it too much work? You know, and they were so good. They were like, you know, there were comments, yes, of course, because, you know, you do make mistakes when you're typing something out like that, or it had to be simpler, or can you do this or the, you know, so all their suggestions were taken into account. And yeah, thank you, Christine, thank you. So from now on, this mystery cal is going to be known as the patchwork picnic blanket. Yes, the patchwork picnic blanket, because my grandma, obviously, a long time ago, made me some sort of patchwork picnic blanket, and it looked not like that, but a little bit like that. So it had something in the middle and then other bits on the side, and so that's why I am calling it patchwork picnic blanket. And that is oh, thank you, Julie. No, that's not true. It wasn't perfection, but it was, yeah. Yes, how we survived, Karen, those days when we were deciding that, how I survived those, I do not know, because day and night I was thinking of how it was going to go together. So yeah. Yes. Yeah, maybe Dainty, but I'm going to be using Dainty for so many more things. So thank you, Karen, for that as well, because that is the Dainty cluster is now going to be known on the channel as a 2 double crochet cluster. So instead of the granny cluster, which is of course 3 double crochets. Oh, Claudia, isn't it great fun? It's great to be an Ophelian, isn't it? Thank you, Jacqueline. So earlier I saw someone say, oh my goodness, I'm Team Snail, but seeing the blanket just made me want to continue. So please, please continue your blankets, continue working on it, and, you know, assemble it. And then please, yes, do the 5, you know, the 5th part of the assembly is to take your blanket outside with you for a walk, sit along the side on it, have a little picnic, and please document it. So take pictures and take lots of nice pictures, because we are planning on doing something in a few months. So you better start crocheting, you better start working on that patchwork picnic blanket, and take some lovely pictures of you using it, and there might just be something, you know, going to be connected to that. So here's your pre-warning, here's your tease. Okay, yes, it's just the Dainty is going to be, it's here to stay, as is the Ophelia square, and of course the 3D Ophelia square. It's, yeah. So next week, Wednesday assembly, Friday lookbook. In the lookbook, there's a surprise. Okay, I'm going to leave you here. I hope I've said everything. There will be confusion on Wednesday, but please, 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 please watch the video carefully. Okay, watch it carefully. Read the pattern. It is logic. There is a diagram as well. It makes sense. Look at the diagram carefully. The patchwork tees picnic blanket. Oh my goodness, Layla. That is the perfect name. Look at that. Yes. So take your time to read the pattern through. Take your time to watch the whole assembly. Oh yes, of course. At the end of the assembly video, there's 2 full minutes of Layla playing on the blanket. Okay? So those of you who would love to see what happens when you put out all your parts of a blanket onto the sofa, ready for filming, and you have a cat. Yes. I was interrupted quite a few times, and I had to do it quite a few times again because Princess Layla here decided she was going to, play on the blanket. So there's lots and lots of footage after you've put it all together. So towards the end of the video, there's going to be 2 full minutes of Layla playing on the blanket. So I hope you will enjoy that. Okay, everyone. Bye. I will see you next week to talk about the June pack. Bye, everyone. Thank you for doing the mystery cat, and I'm glad you like it. Bye. Thank you, Fran. Thank you. I'm just reading more comments now. Thank you, Fran. Yeah. Thank you. Bye. Bye.